We've got the Porsche 911 Targa 4 GTS.
A big shout out to Porsche Centre Vancouver for lending us this car for a couple of days. We appreciate it. There are good days and there are great days. This is a great day.
Yep.
It's not just because of the car, hon. It's because of you in that blue dress.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh, that's a great day. Trust me. What's under the hood of this Targa GTS?
A 3-liter twin-turbocharged flat 6 with a 7-speed manual or an 8-speed PDK. 473 horsepower and 420 pound-feet of torque, standard all-wheel drive.
0 to 100 kilometers an hour in just 3.5 seconds with the Sport Chrono package. 0 to 60 miles an hour in 3.3 seconds. The top speed is governed at 307 kilometers an hour or 190 miles an hour. GTS, top of the mountain if you're getting a Targa. What do you get with it? What are the key standard features?
This model comes with a 10.9-inch touchscreen, an instrument cluster with central analog rev counter and 2 7-inch display screens, wireless Apple Carplay and Android Auto, a heated steering wheel, Race-Tex upholstery, 4-way sports seats, comfort access with keyless go, the Sport Chrono package, Porsche active suspension management, and front and rear parking sensors. Optional audio systems includes the Bose sound system and the Burmester sound system.
So configurable, this car. Sport, Sport Plus, normal. What are we going to put it in?
You got to put it in S for subscribe, and if you can hit that notification bell, you'll be notified when all of our reviews drop, and then you can watch them.
And we do this, the couple car review, twice a week. The first one drops on Wednesday.
We put another one out on Saturday.
So make sure you like and subscribe, and also follow along on Instagram to find out what's going on behind the scenes at Motormouth_Andrea. For me, it's Motormouth_Auto, and the links are below the like button. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code MOTORMOUTH to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.
Oh, Sport Plus is amazing. This GTS handles incredibly well. It doesn't matter what mode you have it in. This comes with Porsche traction management and torque vectoring, plus other available features include dynamic chassis control, the front axle lift system, where you can raise the front of the vehicle 40 millimeters or 1.6 inches for better ground clearance.
Now this is what's called the 992 chassis or model or iteration of the 911. Each one has a different number. The thing about this model when it came out a couple of years ago, and we've driven several of them since they've been introduced, is they got a lot bigger. Like this car is much, much bigger than any of the 911s that came before it. It's wider, it's longer, it has staggered wheels front to back. So the wheels are actually bigger at the back than they are the front. They're not just wider. So the car has an imposing look. Proportionally though, it still looks good.
Yeah, I think that this is a beautiful design. Whether you just go with any 911 model, I mean, it is a classic. And I'm especially in love with this Targa, mostly because of the whole roof design. If you'll notice, my hair only blows a little bit. If I'm in the Carrera, forget about it. I've got to tie my hair back. So obviously this one is perfect for me.
And it's perfect for me because it's the GTS. I just think that if you can afford it, like, let's not beat around the bush here, Andrea. This is a pure luxury product for people who have a lot of money to buy it. We'll get to the price, and it's an eye-opener. But you know what? This has everything you would really want. So it's got over 470 horsepower. That was 911 Turbo S power not that long ago, in a beautiful convertible, we'll call it that. It's just a fantastically fun car all around. And
when you're at a standstill, you can open and close this roof in 19 seconds. That's just so convenient, isn't it, for a convertible?
Especially in Vancouver, where oh, the sun is out, the roof is off. Oh, the rain's back, the roof is back on. So if you live somewhere where you can, you know what, this is a car of opportunity. Right? You have the opportunity to put the roof down, you do it in 19 seconds.
This comes standard with LED headlights, available matrix design headlights. Of course, you've got the LED light bar in the back, which gives it a really modern look. As Zach mentioned, you've got different size wheels, And you have the option of going with also Carrera S wheels or RS Spyder wheels. I built it online. I gotta tell you, the Carrera S wheels look hot.
So you're coming around to my way of thinking here, Andrea. You know, this car does look badass with the blue and the black.
Yeah.
But I'm not a big fan of black wheels. I think with this, to your point, with a bright wheel,
yeah,
man, that would look really good as well. That's the good thing at Porsche. Options or buy 2 sets.
The GTS model comes with the black bar and the script is also in black.
The best thing though is that curved window that goes around the back. There's no other 911 has that. It just looks so retro and modern all at the same time. This thing's an eye popper any way you look at it.
Showstopper in this shark blue color. Wow, gorgeous.
That shark blue dress, wow, what a dress.
I do like it too.
All right, let's turn our attention to the inside, Andrea.
Yes, let's do that. This comes with a standard 10.9-inch touchscreen. We've got a leather interior, which is extra, over $5,000 Canadian.
Yeah, so what you get with a full leather interior is everything, the dash, the doors, the seats, everything is covered in leather.
It's got the addition of shark blue seat belts and blue stitching throughout, and also an aluminum PDK gear shifter.
There are a few things that could be improved. Mostly it surrounds the shiny hard plastic on the center console. This doesn't look befitting of the price of the car.
No.
And I have noticed that they have fixed something though. The door buttons used to be a shiny hard plastic. Now they've gone to a matte. That's a slight improvement, but I miss some of the way they used to do it in the past where they put like a chrome collar around it. That's all gone. That stuff could be improved.
Now you can get some carbon fiber trim in here, but that's going to cost you extra. I agree with Zach. The shiny black plastic has got to go on a vehicle. That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, the back seat, if you have, I would say kids 10 and under are going to be able to fit back there. Here's a shot of me trying to shoot from the back seat. I was like, I'm claustrophobic, and I was thinking to myself, I got to get out of this car.
I had the same problem. It was just easier for me to kind of slide back into the seat than actually getting in through the door, which is what I did to take my Instagram pictures.
So there you go. I'm taking these shots of the dashboard. I took one for the team. Best for kids. The good thing is the seats do fold down into a parcel shelf.
Yeah.
You can throw a couple of soft overnight bags in there. You can actually put a lot of stuff in this car.
Yeah, you've got up to about 9.3 cubic feet of space back there.
Now, under the frunk is an amazing amount of space. You would think a little car like this, not much space. The best way to describe it is that area is almost exactly the same size as a shopping cart from the grocery store.
Yeah.
So whatever you can fit in that shopping cart, it will fit in there. It's amazing.
Although shopping carts are getting bigger these days, so maybe
that's because we're all getting bigger.
It has about 4.6 cubic feet or 132 liters of space in there.
All right, some good questions about this. Let's get at it. Roof up though.
Time now for questions, coffee, and cars.
Your questions from Instagram.
Great looking car. Does the Targa add a significant amount of weight versus a normal convertible?
Yes, it does. And it is noticeable on the less powerful model.
Yeah, when we drove the Targa 4 last year, we did notice it a bit, but this GTS model has so much power. And honestly, I think the Targa 4S would be fine as well.
If you can afford the GTS, get the GTS, because then you get the real essence of a Porsche, like a fast sports car, and you get all the showbiz. This is the best one, if you can afford it.
I've got one of these on my wish list, though I've been wondering if there is the perfect trim level for this car where the options, power, etc. suit is just right.
Well, I don't know, Andrea, with Porsche, because everything's a la carte. You order it exactly the way you want. If you wanted to save on this particular one, you could go without the full leather interior.
Well, there's a lot of things that you don't have to add on. I mean, you can get the 4-way power seats. You don't have to get all of the extras. I actually think the Alcantara interior is perfect. And like I said, I don't have a problem with the Targa 4S. That would also be fine for me. What I do like is whether you get the 8-speed PDK or the 7-speed manual transmission, there's no extra cost, so that's kind of nice. But as with Porsche, everything adds up and you can go on and pick what you want based on your budget.
Did they throw the dress in for free?
No, they didn't. We put out a lot of content each week on the Motormouth YouTube channel, and it's super easy to find.
All you do is go to the YouTube search bar and type in Motormouth, the name of the channel, then the brand you're looking for. In this case, it's Porsche, and all of our videos pop up. It's that easy.
Gorgeous spec, but the price, who the heck can afford these? I have read the GTS suspension is a bit too stiff and punishing on non-smooth roads. Is that the case? Love me some Targa 911, but to afford it may have to be a 20-year-old version.
Well, that's the great thing about these cars. 20 years down the road, they're still worth a bomb. And they're so reliable. We've owned older Porsches. They're great to buy used.
So I think for me, this is the model I want. So I might be in the same boat as you, right? 20 years down the road, this is the one I'm getting.
So as I just referenced, we had a couple of older 911 air-cooled cars. One had a very stiff suspension. The other one was a little bit softer. The great thing with these modern cars is you can dial in what you want.
Yeah.
You want it in sort of normal and comfort in the city. It's absolutely fine. You ratchet it up to Sport Plus, then it's really firm and fun. And now it's time for our hot topic. What's this one, Andrea?
Is there any turbo lag? How is this as a daily driver? And is the interior and infotainment system intuitive? So Zach's going to put the roof up so we can show you truly what a great daily driver this is. We're going to put it in normal mode, and we're heading out on the highway. You'll find how quiet it is and how insulated the cabin is for sure.
It's just fun doing this.
I know, it's such a great roof.
Okay, so
here we go.
Put it in
normal.
Where are we? Yeah, we're put it in normal. Oh, it went into wet for a second. Just so you're aware, there's little microphones inside the wheel well, and when you have it in the wet mode, it changes the parameters of the traction and stability control to give you better traction. Kind of cool in a sports car.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, so this is in normal.
Yeah.
We'll get up to highway speed. I'll accelerate quickly. You can still hear the engine, of course. You want to hear it? Now you lift off. We're doing basically 60 miles an hour, 100 kilometers an hour.
And it's comfortable. You know, you don't feel a lot of bumps in the road, even on the highway. Sometimes the pavement can be quite loud. I feel like it's comfortable, and the cabin, like I said, is well insulated.
So this is a functional sports car. That's why it really is, in my opinion, the best sports car on the planet, because that frunk we talked about is huge. The back parcel shelf can hold a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
It has the ability to raise the front suspension if you get that option for going over speed bumps and curbs and things like that.
Yeah.
You can take it to the grocery store. You can take it to the racetrack. You can beat the hell out of it every single day, and it's reliable and has amazing resale. It's the best car on the world.
It's really quite incredible. I mean, in our opinion, and some people say we're biased to Porsche. Yeah,
we are.
We agree.
All right,
we do find that this two handle incredibly well.
All right, we're gonna put the roof down, then we'll put it in hooligan mode, and we'll show you the difference.
Okay, we've got the roof down. We're putting it in Sport Plus.
Manual.
Here we go.
For the.
Amazing.
So it's a real chameleon. That's the wonderful thing about it.
It does everything well. Now, you asked the question about turbo lag. There is no turbo lag. And then, of course, about the touchscreen. Yes, it's intuitive to use.
Back to normal for a second, Andrew.
Yeah, okay.
I'll take it out of manual. There we go.
It's intuitive to use. I like the integrated screen. This is kind of how I want my vehicles to look.
The design choice was to have the 5 original ringed gauges behind the steering wheel. So they've accomplished that, even though half of them are digital. And then the flat dash, if you've ever been in an old 911, they all had this very flat dash, and they've done the same thing. It's just integrated now with new tech. It's kind of cool, except they got to get rid of the hard, shiny plastic.
One thing I'm thrilled about is Porsche has added wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto. Thank you very much.
Okay, you have a lot of money.
A lot of money.
You like the sun.
Yeah.
You want a sporty car and a convertible. What else can you buy with a lot of money?
For your consideration, 4 vehicles for you to consider.
Up first is the Jaguar F-Type with a 5-liter V8, 444 horsepower, and a starting price of just over $100,000.
Then there's the Jaguar F-Type R with a 5-liter supercharged V8, 575 horsepower, and a starting price of $124,000.
The Mercedes-Benz AMG SL63 Roadster with a handcrafted AMG 4-liter V8 bi-turbo, 577 horsepower and a starting price of $215,000.
The BMW M8 Competition with a twin-turbo 4.4-liter V8, 617 horsepower, and a starting price just over $180,000.
So there are 4 fun luxury convertibles for you to consider.
So we kind of teased the price a little bit. Seatbelts on, and also the fuel economy, inner vital stats.
Let's start with pricing. The GTS model starts at just over $181,000 in Canada and just under $163,000 in the US. Price has tested over $215,000 with all the extra features and packages.
Here's the fuel economy, 13.6 liters per 100 kilometers city, 10.7 on the highway. That's 16 miles per gallon city, 23 miles per gallon highway. Porsche offers a warranty of 4 years, 80,000 kilometers, or 50,000 miles. Lightning round, two things we like to see improved.
I love how every time I get into a 911, it puts a huge smile on my face.
GTS and the Targa, perfect combination.
What I'd like to see less of? Piano black.
That's my one.
That one we agree on. More power, more agility, more speed. The GTS hits the sweet spot.
More blue. Thanks to Porsche Centre Vancouver for letting us this car for a couple of days. It's been awesome. This video is brought to you by Car Cost Canada. Get the dealer's cost, list of rebates, plus discounted interest rates. Use the promo code Motormouth to become an expert member and get extra searches. The link is in the description below.